throat was dry. Hair combed. What change? I know, right? Face wash, face wash, body covered, and now earrings on. Cause I look better with earrings on here. Uh, Greetings, salutations. This is your girl, Outspoken Deeper. You see goofiness, preparedness, and all that kind of stuff. So guess what? You know what I'm doing, right? I'm answering your questions. Any housekeeping? We actually have two show reviews up. One, no, two talk about it. They are show reviews. One is with my girl, JJ. We are talking about the first half of the Never Ever Met. Check that out. We had a good time. And and I did a review of the show, season one of the show, Forever, that is on Netflix. So check that out. And yeah, that's the only housekeeping that we have right now. So yeah. Let's get this started. We have three questions. Someone asked me a more recent question, and then y'all know how I keep things. I have things, I just save them, let them stack up so I have, content. And well, okay, we, pop out two that I've been saving for y'all. They probably about a month old. So okay. Let's get started. Let's start with the most recent one. Uh, a guy at church said Happy Mother's Day to me. And I said, yeah, no, I'm not a mom. And he laughed and he said, okay, happy Sunday then. And he walked off. My cousin said that I was being rude and I should have just went with it. I thought I was being truthful and being corrective. Has this ever happened to you and what did you do? Yeah, I've had people ask me or tell me Happy Mother's Day, and yeah, I mean I've corrected them. Most time, I think this might be wrong. I hope it's not wrong. I don't have to. Hope this ain't something I got to answer up at the pearly gates. Okay. But if it's a stranger, I don't. I just go with. I just go on. Like when you're in the grocery store somewhere. It's that time. Excuse me. It's that time. They'll say, yeah, okay. I don't have to see that person again. But people that I see again, and they didn't know, like church or places, school and places like that, or, somewhere work. Uh, People will say, you be like, oh no, I'm not a mom. Okay, you know, it's nothing to be rude about. I can't imagine being rude about that, unless those people who really want kids, they might trigger them, that time of year, unfortunately. And but it's not rude, yeah, you just being corrective. Even in my family, like everybody's going around saying happy mother, happy Mother's Day, happy Father, and they get to you and they be happy mother, they be all caught up in it, and then they go, oh, I'm sorry, yeah, I don't even take. It's probably one of the few times I don't take what somebody being mistaken. I actually take it as them being mistaken and not shady. So okay, so yeah, no, you did right. To me, you did right. Especially the guy goes to your church, he might see you again. He will be wondering maybe where your kids are, or he might have just been randomly saying it. Okay, so yeah, no, you didn't do right. I mean, you did right. You did fine. Okay, next question. All right, how do you define being submissive, and why do you think women are not as submissive these days as they were in the past? How do I define being submissive? I wrote this down. Yeah. Submissiveness is a willingness to respect my partner, to lead us in decisions that value our needs and desires. All right. Why are women not as well? A lot of things about women being submissive, women of the past, before, I have to say before the 70s, before we had rights in the 70s when we could open our own bank accounts and all that kind of stuff, women had to, I mean, they had to be submissive. Some of them had to be, they had to be submissive and follow whatever. But let's look at a lot of those. I mean, a lot of those marriages or relationships, didn't always pan out. Being submissive did not, should you been submissive? I am not submissive to everybody I'm in relationship with. I'll say it that way. I'm very observational, so it's situational for me. Cause for me, what I'm looking for and for leadership, someone a man that I'm to submit to. I wrote these down. They have to have leadership skills. They have to have great use of their common sense. They have to have great and be great with their integrity. Must be trustworthy. Must be loyal, and also must be a good financial steward for me to submit. Okay, maybe, just maybe. Let's say something. Maybe some women are doing just like I am, and they're not just being submissive to everybody, and they are looking for the one they are waiting for the one they should submit to. Okay, because we all said you cannot be submissive to everyone. There is way too much DV, SA, lying, cheating, unaliving, uh, financial hardships, all that kind of stuff going on in the past and now, that you can't just be submissive to everybody. I'm sorry. And I don't think that it's just supposed to be automatic anyway. Okay, that's that portion of getting to know someone that you see that, oh, okay, but you know and just maybe every guy that you meet and you're talking to, or maybe short term, the beginning stages of dating, maybe they are not your definition. Maybe you're not her definition, and that's why she's not submitting. Okay, that's just not it. To me, all the women are not out here not submitting, and some of us want to submit, but we want to make sure that we are submitting to the leadership that we are supposed to be submitted to, the leading partner that we are supposed to be submissive to. Okay. All right. Final question is kind of fun niche, I guess. Somebody sent it to me, and it came from Squadcast. So, yeah. 1 year in jail or married to your worst ex? I can fake it for a year and be married to my worst ex. Now, here's the thing. I hope the little question wizard said that miraculously they're not married, because my worst ex is married. So yeah, and I'm not gonna be part no adultery for that fool. No. Uh, and and I don't think he needs to go to jail for bigamy. So he ain't that bad. Um, so yeah, I can do a year. Hopefully the wizard is not saying we gotta consummate them. We might all. I guess I don't know. I didn't. You know what? I didn't sleep with that person. I didn't birds and bees with that person when we were dating. So yeah, I might can get away if we don't have to consummate this. Yeah, yeah, I might get away with this. So yeah, but yeah, I can go on and be married. I can pretty much ignore them or just have to deal with them for a year. So I can deal with it. Not a problem. Jail. I can't deal with jail. I just watching that on TV, the clicking of the cells, and then that whole someone said, sit in a bathroom, and a room the size of your bed. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. And somebody telling me what to do in my freedom and all that kind. No, that's why I'm a good citizen, so I don't have to go to jail. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so I'll be married for a year instead of going to jail. So if you know who my worst ex is, yeah. Lord forbid this ever have to come up, okay? All right. Other than that, if you got any questions, comments, or concerns, or also y'all step down is they down and drop down and answer these questions. Anybody ever told you, those of you who are not who are childless, don't have children, or you're not a guardian, um, or mother or father figure, has anyone ever told you Happy Mother's Day, Happy Father's Day, and how did you roll with it? Um, what is your definition of submissive? Being submissive, and why do you think that women are not as submissive these days as women of the past? And yeah, 1 year in jail or married to your worst ex. Okay. You can just leave those down in the description box. I mean, the comment section of this video on the social media site that you see this on, except Facebook. You leave these down below on YouTube, or you can always shoot me an email at the email address in the description box. Okay. Ooh, I done flipped all that, right? Okay. Other than that, y'all love me, don't you? Other than that, talking to you in adult terms.